everybody. So, I am going to talk about peppermint oil for a couple minutes here. I love the smell of doTERRA's peppermint oil. The first time I smelled it, I knew this was what real peppermint smelled like. I had never smelled anything before that smelled so pure and just so rich. It just has an incredible smell to it, and it is one of my favorite oils. So, peppermint can be used for a whole bunch of different things. One of the most common things that people use it for is actually for headaches. Because peppermint oil, when it gets into the body, it helps to open up your blood vessels. It is really effective if you have a headache or migraines or anything like that. It does a really good job at working in your body to get at the root cause of those headaches and to help minimize those. So another thing you can use peppermint oil for is it's very soothing because it has a cooling effect on the body. It's very soothing for sore muscles or joints or things like that. So if I have been at the gym and my legs are starting to be achy a few hours later, I will grab some peppermint oil and I'll put some coconut oil in my hand and a couple drops of peppermint. I just like to rub it in together and then just rub it into those muscles wherever I'm feeling sore or achy or, a little bit tender. So it is great for that. It is an excellent oil for athletes to use. I sometimes, if the back of my neck is getting kind of stiff from a day at the computer, I love to put a bit of peppermint on the back of my neck just to ease those tense muscles. Another thing that you can use it for is actually for digestion. Digestin is the most popular oil that people will use for digestive issues. But if you don't like the smell or if you don't have it handy, you can absolutely use peppermint oil instead. And I don't know if you ever remember if you ever, as a kid, had a grandma who had like a roll of peppermints in her purse. I used to love getting those for my stomach. If it was upset or I just had some indigestion, peppermints are a pretty common thing to use for stomach issues. So peppermint oil is great for that. So if you want to use it for indigestion, again, you can use it topically. So just a couple of drops of peppermint oil, coconut oil in your hand, a drop of peppermint oil, rub it together, and then just apply it topically right over your stomach. In the summertime, I love to use peppermint as an after sun. So I have a pre-made container that has coconut oil in it, and I put peppermint oil in it with some lavender. And I will just apply that topically on my arms or my face, not near the eyes, but wherever I got too much sun, I'll just apply some peppermint oil. And it is super cooling and it feels great on the skin and it just helps to take the heat out of that sunburn. So that's another really practical way that you can use it. Because it is cooling to the body, it is also a natural way to support your body if you are fighting a fever. So it will cool you right down. This is not something you would want to put in your bathtub or anything like that because you will wind up cold, okay? So don't recommend that. But like I said, if you've got a fever or you're fighting something off, or even if you've got hot flashes, you can absolutely get some coconut oil and some peppermint and roll it up your spine. This is another one of those oils that you can put into one of these roller bottles. So a couple drops of peppermint, fill the rest up with coconut oil, and then you can roll it up your spine or on the back of your neck or on your feet, and it will help bring your temperature down naturally. Again, you can use it for hot flashes also if that's something that you struggle with. So you can also use it as an energy boost or pick-me-up. I've been trying for a couple of months now to cut back on the amount of coffee that I drink during the day, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm down to only 2 cups a day, but I'm trying really hard to get rid of that afternoon cup of coffee. So when 2 o'clock hits and I start to feel really tired and my energy is dragging, I love to take my peppermint roller and just put it on my temples, sometimes on the back of my neck, and it is a natural energy boost. You can also use this in a diffuser. So again, if you want that energy boost, or if you want something that's naturally uplifting or mood boosting, peppermint is a great oil to use for that. It is invigorating, it's refreshing, and it's energizing. So it's a great way to just, boost your mood and, just to help get through that afternoon fatigue. So there's so many great ways you can use peppermint oil. I also really enjoy using it with some of doTERRA's unscented body lotion for a foot rub. You can also put it in smoothies. I love to add a drop of this oil to my morning protein shake, and it just kind of gives it a kick of flavor. And again, the digestive properties are awesome. You can bake with it too. Because our oils are certified pure therapeutic grade, it means that they are safe to be used internally and you can cook with them. So this oil is actually phenomenal in brownies. So there is a really great brownie recipe floating around. If you Google doTERRA peppermint brownies, you will find this recipe online, and you can use your peppermint oil, and it gives just this minty flavor of deliciousness to your baking. So it is great for tons of different things. So I hope you found that helpful.